ค Hello, people of the internet. Oh, my back's tired. Right. Yeah, so this is what we've been working on. And by we, I mean me. Yes, I do speak. Hello. So the main goal was just to basically just tidy up the town. Make sure it looks presentable, I guess. Oh god, my throat. Right. Yeah, so... yeah. It's looking pretty good. I'd say the town is pretty much done. It's probably... missing maybe a couple cars here. Just to sort of round it off a little bit. Maybe a car here or two. I could definitely do the paths for these. Because the goal with this town is so that it looks good from a distance, and I think it's approaching that level, I'd say. Where, like, from a distance it looks, you know, pretty good. You gotta think about LODs, you know, level of detail. And everything by the track is supposed to look really good. And then if you go back into town, well, maybe not so good. Oh yeah, that's what I was doing. I was finishing off this fence. So let me finish off this while I'm still semi-motivated. You know what? You don't need a gate. Yeah, you don't need a gate. Either. God, I had to do this road really curvy, didn't I? There we go, from the track. Just see that there's a fence there. Excellent. I believe this is an illustration, but you know what? It'll... yeah. Yeah, I would love to do the fencing for all this bit, but I cannot be arsed. But yeah, it's looking good. I still need to properly do this with reference pictures and stuff, and that will be a lot of shrubs and crap. Well, let's not do that today. The line side of this bit is somewhat done. Then you can kind of see that, like, parts here need some work, little bits, like, covering up that, you know, like, little fiddly tidy jobs. And then there's obviously the trackside work that needs to be done on this stretch. the hedging along this line here, because for the most part the rest of it's pretty done. Maybe this bit, yeah, sort of these 2 bits of hedge. A little bit along here as well. A little bit along here as well. Maybe a little bit along this fence. A little bit of shrubbing on this embankment here. And then just detailing this cornery bit. And the harbour in general. Yeah, and then it's just final touches, really. I think. Yeah, we're getting really close. So close. So. Right. Let's talk life a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. Also, let's put the fan on. Hopefully you can't hear that too much. No, you can't at all. Excellent. It's not getting warm, it's just more... I want there to be some slight interference if anyone's listening. But I'm not going to be too specific about stuff anyway. For obvious reasons. Yeah, let's look at the map from like... Yeah. Alright. Let's just save. Just in case anything happens. Sure. That'll do. So yeah, work's been a lot. I've been doing... Okay, let me just pack the cashews away. I've been doing 100.5 hours in the previous 2-week period. I believe actually I could check how much I did in the last 2 weeks actually, if you give me a moment. Because I need to check that anyway. Ugh. Also, my fucking banking app needed an update, and I uninstalled it, and now I can't get back in. So that's going to be a pain in the ass that I'm going to have to deal with later. Because it needs the app to sign in, even on the online one. Which is stupid. Anyway. What was I looking for? Yes. Where is it? Ah. Okay, I was close. Right, do I have... No, I got 10th of July. I don't have... I don't have my birth this period, which is interesting. Friday the 10th of July. I swear that this week was pay week. Yeah. Oh wait, no, it's Friday we get paid. So we get it tomorrow. Well, as of last pay at least, on the 10th, I did 100 hours in 2 weeks, so that's roughly about 50 a week, which is a lot, as you can imagine. There is that to contend with. Yeah, so work's been a lot, and I haven't had a lot of time for, well, much besides work, resting for work, and watching some YouTube, and a little bit of a couple TV shows and stuff. You know, like, to have a mental break, so I'm not going completely insane. Yeah, I've popped into a few Discord calls as well, so, like, you know. Also, a couple weeks ago... Oh, no... Discord? Not Discord. OBS is disconnected. Or YouTube Studios at least showing it as that. Oh, we back? Yeah, okay, we back. Yeah, a couple weeks ago actually, my parents visited, which was nice. I had 6 days off for the first time since January, which was the first time that I'd had more than a day and a half off in a row off. Technically I did have 2 days off at one point, but that was because I had a day and a half off, and then I took that evening off because I was sick. But besides that, yeah, that was the first time in, like, what, 6 months? So, yeah. I mean, look, I probably could have taken holidays earlier. Don't get me wrong, but when the process is you actually have to go into the manager's office and ask for them, it becomes tricky to time that sort of interaction, you know what I mean? Yeah, especially when she likes disappearing quite quickly, but yeah. Anyway, point is, I won't be here for too much longer, hopefully. Yeah, I have a date in mind, and either way, I'm here for my birthday. Which is in, I think, 2 weeks. I think 2 weeks on Saturday. So in 2 days, it'll be 2 weeks, yes. Yeah, so on the 25th, which is this Saturday, it will be 2 weeks. Exactly. Yeah. The plan beyond this will be probably something along the lines of, jumping to different hotels, or whatever I can find for cheap accommodation. And finding somewhere to rent. But, who knows? Who knows? That's the plan at least. One of my current co-workers is wanting to join me as a flatmate, so that'll be quite good for the economics side of it. You know, you can split the rent and bills in half, which makes it easier for both of us. It's kind of a win-win. I do need to do some research into if it would be better to have 2 people on the... Oh god, what's it called? The, on the lease. Yeah, to have 2 people on the lease, or to have my coworker as a lodger. Like, is there any benefits to having a lodger versus 2 people on the same lease? Stuff like that. Boring government crap. Speaking of boring government stuff, I applied and received a provisional driver's license for the UK. Because I needed a form of photo ID that wasn't expired. and it was £34. It was a bit of a faff. It took maybe like an hour or two to go through all the prompts and, you know, take a picture and all that. But yeah, I now have a form of photo ID from the UK, which is awesome. I'm not gonna probably be driving, but it is handy to have. Because I would need just like a fully licensed driver to accompany me at that point. And I could drive, you know, like, yeah. I don't know, it might come in handy. And it opens up the possibility of learning to drive. And employment-wise, I can go, well, I've got my provisional, and I'm working on my way to getting a driver's license, maybe? You know, something like that. Like, it's a step in the right direction either way. I mainly got it for the ID purposes. So yeah, I've been wanting to do that for ages. But anyway, a couple weeks ago my parents visited the area, and that was lovely. 6 days off, so that was visiting Oban. Technically twice, so it was like half, like end of the day and then a full day, and then it was went to Inverary, then went to Stirling, and then Fort William to see the Glenfinnan viaducts and stuff, so that was cool. J.K. Rowling can suck a big fat one, but cool train going over cool bridge, you know? So yeah, it's also probably the closest steam engine that you know, can be seen. So yeah, that's exciting. Well, it was exciting. And the plan is to actually go back to Glenfinnan and go again. Around my birthday, actually, because I've got holidays booked in now, but I need to discuss it with the co-workers that I'm going with, so yeah, because they want to go see it as well. So I was like, all right, I'll go too. Why not? Anyway, point is, work has been pretty steady at the moment. Still quite busy, as you would expect. It is summer after all. But it is still a lot of long hours. And I'm finding myself with very little free time. This is the first day off that I've had in 10 days, so there is that as well. My original plan was to go to Oban, just to go to the shops and, you know, maybe have some food that I can't just get at the hotel. I was thinking of trying a king rib, looking at pie or something, you know, like walking down to that end of the street. Maybe checking out farm foods, doing something a bit different. But all the options to go to Oban via public transport were either cancelled. My bank obviously didn't update, so I couldn't verify the purchase. Or we're running later in the day than I wanted to. Because the plan was always to go to Oban, come back, do a stream, and then, you know, go from there. But that was not the case. So I think it was the universe telling me, oh. Oh, are we back? Oh, okay. What was I saying? Yeah, so basically I couldn't get to Oban today. So that was annoying. Very annoying, in fact. Yeah. Yeah, so I watched some YouTube. Well, I tried to fix my banking app tried to sign in, couldn't fucking work it, so I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna watch a YouTube video. And then was like, nah, I should probably do some work on this commission route. I haven't worked on it in a while. In fact, if I bring up the hours, which I'm gonna mark down as probably like 2 hours. Yeah, it was the 13th of the 7th, so frickin', was that the last time I streamed? No, the last time I streamed was last month. So yeah, the last time I worked on it was 10 days ago. Funny that was when I was off. What's the date today? Today is the 23rd. Because I've actually been marking how long I've been working on this route. And it's interesting to see basically how much free time I've had. Like, both mentally and physically. So it's been quite interesting. Yeah, so like, for example, I think my most productive time was October. And April, believe it or not. My least productive was May. And December, I worked on it once for 3 hours. Jesus Christ. Yeah, December was fucking busy. Yeah. Why didn't I work on it a lot in May? That's my question. Worked on it a fair bit in June. Yeah. I don't know, this month's just been busy. But yeah, in terms of yeah, so I've been running my hours for the commission route, right? So it's something like 1.5, 3, 2.15, 2, 2.5, 5.5, 1, 2, 2, 4, 1, 2, 2, 1.5, 1.5, 3. And then this year is 2, 3.5, 3, 2.5, 3.5, 2, 2.5, 1.5, 4.5, 2.5, 3, 1.5, 1, 3, 2.5, 3, 2, 3.5, 4, 1.5, 3.5, 3.5, 2, 2. So if anyone wants to add those up, that's a lot of hours. Yeah. Yeah. I think I went too hard on this route. Not gonna lie. Yeah. I mean, it looks fucking great. Don't get me wrong, but it's taken me nearly 10 months. So I'm still stuck submitting job applications and resumes, hoping for any company to respond at some point. Yeah, Eli, I know how you feel. I know how you feel. Yeah. I'm thankful to have a job, don't get me wrong, but I also have plenty enough savings now to take a leap and a risk. To hopefully make my life, a life. Not just working all the fucking time. Because I'm just very tired and burnt out, I think. From fucking everything. At the moment. Which I think is fair enough. I think most people who would think, yes, I would love to work 50 hours, probably don't, or do it for a lot more money. Like 50 hours on minimum wage. Whew. That's, yeah, not as much as you would want. Thank God it's live-in. I definitely wouldn't do 50 hours plus a commute. Jesus Christ. That would literally be commute, get home, eat, sleep, repeat, and it's nah. It's bad enough doing that here, where I've got like what, a 1 to 2 minute walk, not even. About a 40-second run. If I really push. Wait, are done? No. Tom, this route ain't done yet. It's nearly done. It's very close to being done. But there's just a couple little bits. Mostly just that Harbury bit. A couple of hedgerows. Thomas and the Guard bit. Damn, I just finished work. Yeah. I feel that. Oh, I meant to stream. Oh, nearly. The stream is nearly done. Because I do need to do some laundry, and I would like to go at around 8:30 to 9 o'clock-ish to hopefully, yeah, get a free washing machine and dryer, because that'd be good. Yeah. I'm definitely glad I wrote my name down for dinner tonight, because the original plan was I was going to have dinner in Oban. And then maybe not stream and just have the whole day in Oban and just chill out. But no, life had other plans. Fuck you, stupid banking app. Ugh, anyway. But yeah, I can't wait to get out of here. Gotta get out of this place. Hopefully soon. Hopefully soon. It is partially on me because I need to actually, you know, do some paperwork. Well, not do some paperwork, but to provide some paperwork, if you know what I mean. But yeah. I just want to have a life again. I want to be happy. Like, consistently happy. Not just, like, happy to not be overworked kind of happy. Anyway. Yeah. My birthday's coming up, so that'll be good. That'll give me a nice excuse to buy things, so... I feel you guys, I really do. Damn. But yeah. Thankfully, I have a lot of savings, so... Maybe when I get out of here, I can have a little spending spree and treat myself. So... Birthday, happy birthday. Tom, not yet. My birthday's in like 2 weeks. 2 days, 2 weeks. Calm your farm, mate. Happy birthday, Soang, I guess. Soang. Tom Shush. Yeah. Andy Burnham's Prime Minister. That's a development in the last month. Come your fam. Indeed. What else is there? Elon Musk is a trillionaire. Boo. Steam Machine came out. I got to play on the Steam Machine because one of my co-workers here bought one. So that was fun. It's not like Curtis shares a birthday with the infamous indie horror game. Oh fuck, I forgot that I share it with FNAF. Ew. Anyway. This route is nearly done, and that means that I can work on whatever the fuck I want from there. And in that free time, I'll probably, maybe, just maybe, edit a video. Because Jesus Christ, I have been filming bits and bobs here and there, so there's content. There is content to be had. Yeah. Not like trains videos, but like IRL vloggy kind of videos. Audrey 3 and 5 would like a word. Shut the fuck up. Audrey 5 is definitely a possibility, because I have the footage with me. Audrey 3, I don't know specifically. I think I have it with me, but I don't know. Yeah, Audrey 5 is... Basically, I've just got to cut down my rough edit and add the bits on from the start and the end. So it's just a case of, like... Yeah, putting it all together and setting aside the time where I can't listen to music and I just have to edit the video. Audrey 3 is the top mod, director's cut. Something like that. Yeah. God, Audrey 3 feels so long ago now. Christ. Yeah, I'd love to edit, like, the stuff I did in January as well. That'd be pretty good. I mean, Tom's basically edited, the London, day and the Didcot Railway Centre day pretty well. But all I would add is just the bits in between. And maybe a slight bit more context. Like, there's jokes in there that you wouldn't get as a viewer, but we do because we experienced it, but not actually, like, told the audience. Like, the whole Waterloo thing isn't explained. Because basically, we ended up, because, not my joke, but the running gag was, oh, we could just go back to Waterloo. Or, you know, you could just go to the Spoons of Waterloo. Or we could just, you know, or, oh no, we're back at Waterloo again. You know, like, you know, that's why we kept referencing Waterloo. But yeah, I would love to do a January vlog. Even though it's like 7 months late. Yeah. God. I mean, what I would do to have, like, a job where I worked like 35 to 40 hours or something. Like, for minimum wage even. Oh my god. Somewhere, like, near Wigan or Manchester, sort of that area. Dude. Oh, and if I could get a place to rent in and around Wigan or Bolton sort of direction, oh man. That'd be the dream. You know? An hour from, you know, Manchester at least would be good. Stuff like that. Oh. We would be chillin', bro. Chillin'. I've not used every single clip from you and your vlogs. Is a sister vlog. So your vlogs is a sister vlog. Well, yeah, exactly. So it's... Yeah. Mine would be probably more comprehensive, but I would probably... Yeah, I would need to be like, yo Dom, can I like borrow some clips from yours? Particularly Didcot, I think. Because I think Didcot I didn't actually film a lot. That was more of a Tom one. Also, Tom, is the Didcot one actually finished? Because I haven't seen it. Yeah. I think it's on your Patreon, isn't it? On your Ko-fi or whatever. Because I don't think I've seen it. And I want to see it. Because the London one was pretty fun. I think I was like, oh man. The thing is that I watched that video and I go, man, I was so happy. Because I was like in society and free. Oh man, that was so good. Didcot is still whip. Oh, okay. Yeah, oh man. My mental state was so good. Because I was free and young. And I could hang out with my friends. And like, do what I want. Oh, to do that again, but add like 35 to 40 odd hours of work, even for minimum wage. Dude, I would be living it up. I've even thought about doing 2 jobs. Like one like 12 hour, one like 16 hour or something. To sort of get up to that 30 odd number, you know? That'd be good. Work is a literal no fun allowed space in terms of life. No, it's not bad. It's like... The thing is where I am is very isolated. Like, it's like 2+ hours to Glasgow. Or about 2 hours, let's just say. Even to Stirling, it's like 1 hour and 40-ish. To the nearest supermarket, it's like 40 minutes. And where I used to live in Melbourne, right? The nearest supermarket was maybe 10-15 minute walk? Actually, more like 20 minutes. Oh, no, 15, 20, somewhere in there. Depending on how fast you walk, I suppose. And then going to the city was 40 minutes by train. Going to the nearest supermarket being basically, in terms of time in the city, is insane. Like, I hate it here. Because then you have days like today where you're like, oh yeah, I'll go to Oban, or whatever. And it's like, fuck you. You get bumfucked. In terms of like, no, you can't do what you want. It's just really demoralizing, you know? There are aspects about this job that I love. You know, the social aspect is great. The scenery is some of the best on the planet, I would argue. The things I've been able to do and see while up here is, you know, immeasurable. But I feel so isolated. So... Oh man, Tom, I would love an office job. If you hear back, let them know that there was someone else. Well, I still don't have a proper job yet, but yeah, I feel you. Yeah, no. It's, yeah. Also the fact of, like, my nan had a fall recently. She's fine, by the way. She's back in aged care and stuff, but that was happening around the same time that I was feeling really burnt out and really just done. 6 days when I was with my parents was also, it felt like, you know, I had a life, you know, I was me again, and not just work me, where every little moment is like calculated and planned for, because there is not a second of time where I can just go, I have nothing to do, and I can relax. The only time that I have that is my day off, and arguably is super structured like a work day. Like, there's leeway, obviously, because it's a day off, you know, I'm in control of it, but like, you know, I still have to do laundry on my day off. I still have to, you know, go to the hotel at a certain time because otherwise I won't get food. I have to, if I do a live stream, I have to do that all before then. So it's a tough balancing act of, like, timing, effectively. And it just sucks. I just want to have some free time. But not, like, stupid amounts of free time where I'm basically working, you know, like, twice a week or something. No. All I'm asking for is just something that has a regular start time as well. Like, one day I could be starting at 6:15, and the next day I could be starting at 7:30 or 9 o'clock. You know? It's so variable. Like, and then the finish time can be different as well. One day I could finish at 10, the other day I could finish at 11:30 at night. The gap in between is all variable. Like, just the variability factor is too high, I would argue. Like, I like a bit of variability, don't get me wrong. You know, like, monotony is not very joyful, but it's just more... There's a lacking of consistency that you can't really... like, plan for anything, really. Also, the rota, you usually don't get it until, like, the Friday or Saturday. So you've got, like, a couple days before that you can actually plan. So it's just... yeah. It's a tough environment. And it's just... yeah, a bit much, you know? Because the only good thing about this job is the pay. Because the expenses are very low, and you can save lots and lots of money. Especially because you've got nowhere to spend it. So yeah. It can be quite depressing. Anyway. I need to do my laundry because I can't during the day, and it's really annoying to do it on a work day. And I'm going to go down to the hotel and eat some mediocrity food that I have to reheat in the microwave. I will have pasta from lunch though. So pasta and some chicken and haggis and stuff, so it'll be quite nice actually. But regardless. I'm not very happy, if you know what I mean. Like, my current job would let you do full-time, but they then can control whether you do AM or late on a certain shift rather than me having a set of shifts. Huh? Oh, right, so you can, like, be called in early or told to work late. Right. That's kind of shitty, but, like, eh. Yeah, I get the feeling that when I finally get a job, it's not gonna be pleasant. The thing is, getting a job, depending on the job, and depending on the area, could be fine. It's just this one in particular... and then, you know, it's like trying to escape a planet, you know what I mean? It's got such a gravitational pull that you have to just time the right moment for an extra trajectory to escape this prison planet. So, yeah. Anyway, enough complaining and whinging about work, because I do that at work as it is. Yeah, I'll be very clear. I would like to think that I'm quite good at my job. But in the past few days, it's been tough to pretend to be happy even. But yeah. Anyway. I'm gonna go, because I've got stuff to do. And yeah, I've got things to look up and research. Got laundry to do, food to eat. And yeah, I've got work tomorrow, where I start at 6:15. Ugh. What did you think of the recent revelations from Little Engines Weekend, like the reveal of Audrey Gordon model? Well, the consensus was that the reveal was going to be Audrey Gordon, and it was cool to see, don't get me wrong, but it was kind of like a, oh, okay, everyone was right, let's go. As for the revelations from the weekend, I don't know. Was there any major revelations. I know at the cinema there was some new Jake music to accompany some Audrey narrations. Because Jake told me. Because Jake was like, "Are you going to Little Edges?" And I was like, "No." And it was like, "Thing." And I was like, "Oh, that's a cool thing." I haven't heard any of it, but man, that would have been good. I hope that gets posted on to the YouTubes. That'd be good. Concept art for Down the Mine pilots, including the ones with Gordon, Thomas and Gordon faces. Oh yes, I did see some of that. And the Knapford shot as well. Yeah, weird. Weird. You can kind of see that they didn't know like how to do the sets, like how a setup with like the town and the like how big their sets could be. The concepts were very big and very ambitious, which is interesting. Yeah, I don't know. When you've done a long shift and then suddenly you come home and or back to your room and you see stuff like that, you go, "Huh, neat." I don't know. Maybe it's just the amount of work that I've been doing, but the Hobbit stuff recently has just been very I'm very numb to that. Which is sad. I feel like working on this today has made me a little bit happier inside. Because, I do enjoy doing this. And I'm good at it. Or at least I'd like to think so. But boy did I feel rusty. Ooh, I haven't worked on it in like nearly a month. That's crazy. Even in 10 days I hadn't really touched trains, so it's just... whew, tough. Yeah. Anyway. Any more questions before I go? Because I want to go and do some laundry and, do stuff. Because I have to. There was a concept art of the bridge shot from the pilot. Yes, that was cool. So Ledge shot, the very, very blurry one that was not included in the reconstruction, was real. Well, I thought we knew that it was real. And not like AI'd or whatever. I mean, my theory is just, the reel of film that had that and the Knapford shot on it, was either missing or damaged. So, or it was stored in a different location, maybe? That's my hypothesis. So the missing, damaged, or misplaced. Because I would assume that some of the shots... I mean, that's the thing. Some of the shots that were used in the final were on that reel. Because we've got them in, like, the clear 4K. They were used in the final. So, like, what? I don't know. Weird. Anyway. Laundry and food time. So... oh man, if I had my own place, I could literally, like, be doing laundry right now. During the stream. Oh my god! The time efficiencies! Like, that's the thing, like, on a stream night, what I could do is, like, the night before, prep a dinner, have it in the microwave, have it, like, in the fridge, so all I've got to do is, like, microwave it after, or during, even. I could do laundry in the meantime, like, oh man, like, I just want my own place. Even if I've got a flatmate, I need my own place. You know, washing machine, an oven, and like a bathroom. That's all the appliances I need. Or major ones at least. Fridge would help actually, Curtis. But a fridge doesn't need water or anything, so in terms of, you know, like, you can buy a fridge. I mean, you can buy a washing machine as well, but that's a pain in the ass because you got to install it. But anyway, but like, oh man, my life would be so much more efficient and happy. Yes, I'd have bills to pay, but like, you know, that's the cost of doing business. I could buy a bike. I could cycle places. Man, that's the dream. And I'm looking for bare minimum. It's from the shot passing over the bridge. Gordon would have likely worn his smiling face seen in the behind the scenes picture of him. Probably, yeah. Yeah. Anyway. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. Goodbye. Actually, you know what? That's fitting. Fuck it. Goodbye, everybody. Bye.